from Mike Perry. Here is the one, the only, El Gallo, Jake Paul.
Okay, Jimmy.
Round 1, the come out in Perry is right to the center, while Paul is looking long early. He's moving around the outside and digs one to the body. Perry sees the distance and he's not rushing in. Paul on his bike and he drops Perry. Right hand over the top caught Perry stepping in. He's fine, more off balance than anything, but that counts. Perry is up immediately and now he wants it back. He's charging in and Paul showing some solid footwork to keep his range. Perry grabs a clinch inside and tries to roughhouse but Paul breaks. Then Paul lands a jab. He's much bigger and using that early. Now a left hook from Paul. Perry then gets Paul into the corner and unloads a combo but Paul blocks a lot of it. Perry bringing the fight to him but Paul showing a good lead hand. Snappy jab. Lead hook. Another lead hook. He's landing on Perry consistently, but Perry keeps coming. The man will never take a backward step, and Paul lands another hook, then a body shot, then a combo. Perry's defense is his chin and that's not ideal early. MMA Fighting scores the round 10-8 Paul. Round 2. On replay the knockdown looked very much like a slip, but that's the way things go. Perry right back to the pressure, Paul moving away, picking his spots, and jabbing Perry relentlessly. Oh, Paul drops Perry and this time it's all clean. 1-1-2 lit him up and sat him down. Perry is up but he's feeling that one, but he only knows one way to be and that's forward. Paul tagging him as Perry continues to march. Paul is much faster and Perry can't corral him. Paul nearly takes Perry's head off with another right hand that just misses, but Perry keeps coming. Will Paul stand up to this sort of zombie pressure? He's looking great thus far. Paul lands another left as Perry rumbles in. Perry keeps coming though. Perry steps in. Paul clinches. Perry spins and just takes him down. The ref steps in to warn Perry, but Perry is feeling himself now. His hands are low and he's walking Paul down. Paul is jabbing and moving but this is the kind of fight he's never been in before. With a true lunatic and Perry keeps that up as the round ends. MMA Fighting scores the round 10-8 Paul, 20-16 Paul overall. Round 3, replay of that knockdown was so clean. Great shot, but Perry is still doing Mike Perry things, and he starts this round the same way. Paul really on his back but he's getting backed into the corner now and the crowd is chanting for Perry. Paul trying to wing that big right hand to back Perry up, but he doesn't back up. Good left though from Paul, and another. Perry keeps coming as Paul circles to space. Perry gets Paul back and lamps a right hook. He keeps firing that and Paul is blocking so far, but Perry is relentless. When he gets backed into the corner, which is frequently now, Paul immediately fires a heavy shot to get out but this time Perry catches him. Perry is simply not afraid of Paul now and Paul has to respect Perry. And he's eating leather now. Paul still jabbing well but he's getting hit much more. Good uppercut from Paul as Perry charges in but he can't get any room to breath. It's going to be a long night at this rate and Perry lands a mean hook just before the bell. MMA Fighting scores the round 10-9 Paul, 30-25 Paul overall. Round 4, Paul is miles ahead on the scorecard, but he's going to have to earn this win. So far he's showing the tools, but every round, Perry is getting better. Perry needs to keep this at range. Paul lands a good right early and he's trying to advance, and again and this is great for him. Perry retreating and he's bad at that. Perry tries to take initiative back but Paul clinches. He's not going to the corner in the same way and Perry is much less effective now. Perhaps Perry gassed? Well, he just ate a big one that got him stumbling back. Perry on the ropes and Paul trying to finish it but Perry punches his way off, and Perry gets back at him. Perry will not die but he's getting tagged this round. Perry slowed down and Paul's left cannot miss. Oh, Perry is hurt by a right and then tries to bait Paul in with his hands down but Paul doesn't buy it. Then another. Perry is back to the corner and getting lit up. Paul doesn't chase him though. Perry is definitely gassed and Paul is putting the wood to him now. MMA Fighting scores the round 10-9 Paul, 40-34 Paul overall. Round 5, Perry can't have another round like that one. The doctor is checking him out but the fight continues, but the lack of defense is not ideal. Perry on the march early though. He has to be advancing to win and Paul seems to have figured that out. The crowd tries to give Perry a boost but he's tentative now, and he keeps eating jabs. Paul straight up outboxing him. 1-2. Paul can't miss and Perry's offense has dropped off. Paul definitely slowing a bit with power, but he's so much more active and is landing at will. Perry not much more than a punching bag right now as he's barely firing back, and Paul lands a big right, and another. Perry is hurt and retreating. He's got a chin on him though, but in a normal world, the corner might consider intervening with how little Perry is offering as far as offense now, and he eats another big right to end the round. MMA Fighting scores the round 10-9 Paul, 50-43 Paul overall.